come in here too fast, get some understeer. You can hear the tyre screeching a little bit. Oh geez, Ling Long, live long time, very good. Didn't expect that, honestly. Okay, I know, having "Build Your Dreams" written across the back of your car is just a bit naff. But let's just put that aside, because I think this is a really significant car. Now, a few weeks ago, Mark and I reviewed the MG4 Essence 64, and it was really good. A Chinese-made hatchback EV, and even Mark liked it. That is saying something. Now, here is a car that appears to be exactly the same. Also Chinese-made, same size, same weight, same range, same wheelbase, same 5-door hatchback packaging, same power, same acceleration, even the price. But there are important differences between the MG4 and the BYD Dolphin. Some things the MG does very well, and this one doesn't do quite as well, but some things the MG does not do well, and this one does brilliantly. Make no mistake, they're both terrific modern cars, but the MG will suit some people, and this Dolphin will suit others. So stick around and find out which one is right for you. In front of me I have all the important stuff. Range to empty showing 442 kilometres at 90% battery. It's only meant to have a range of 435. Oh yeah. And straight away, first impressions, it doesn't have the pointy steering that the MG does. It's nice that it makes a noise to alert pedestrians, but it's a little annoying that it's inside the cabin so much. If you're crawling along in slow traffic, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, it goes. Yeah, it gets up to speed nicely. Freeway manners are good. Plenty of mumbo. A-pillar's really big though. Don't you love the old cars like the 911? We get a little pillar, just here a tiny little one. This is big, goes on forever. This is going to block your view of pedestrians. This is a very timely review, having done the MG4 just a few weeks ago with Mark. Unfortunately, Mark's overseas at the moment. He's coaching the young race drivers in Spain and Sepang and God knows where, which is a shame because he would have liked to compare this car to the MG4 that we did recently. It really is a direct competitor, and thankfully we're not in the base model one of these, because the base model one has 12 seconds 0 to 100. Oh, it's so lazy. This one, 7.0, faster indeed than the MG, faster than the Cupra Born. And how does it go? Oh, we've got one inherent problem. It's front wheel drive. Cruising along below the speed limit, and you floor it, it spins the wheels at 55 k's an hour. However, we'll see what it's like out in the bush. First up, let's check out tyre pressures. Because if we're going to do some performance driving, we want to make sure I can't blame the tyres without a good reason. Driving assist, active safety, parking assist, driving assist, lane support system, lane departure assist off, because I don't want you fiddling the wheel. Emergency keep lane assist, well okay, in an emergency you can. Little annoying, and just like the MG, that's there for safety reasons, to comply with European regs. Every time you get in the car, lane keep assist comes on. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Fantastic display there, look at that. And away we go. Eases away very comfortably. 60 k's an hour. Love the seating position. Love the feel of the steering wheel. It does feel quality. Nice thick rim. And it's adjustable for reach and height. So here it is, nice and close. 80 k's an hour. Righto, let's go and find some twisty roads. Sadly, the steering geometry at the front, it's not terribly pointy. I can't say it's boat-like. I recently drove an old IX35, a 10-year-old IX35, and it was like trying to steer a ferry. Honestly, it was just terrible. Amazing how far these cars have come in a short time. This one is nothing like that, but it's just not as pointy as you'd hope. Adaptive cruise control set to 110 k's an hour, very nice. Vehicle settings, steering mode, sport, brake assist mode, sport, regen. How much regen do we have? Not a real lot. Here's the party trick. You change the screen. Hilarious. Go back again. Yeah, okay, once you've done that once, you don't need to do it again. Geez, that's actually much better than I thought. It's not as pointy as the MG4. It doesn't turn in as sharply. A little bit soft on the turn in, but if you load it up, the grip levels are actually good. Try and chuck it in. Yeah, no, it's working fine. Okay, I think we'll come down here. Well, what a surprise. And maybe out the right hand side, we even see our friends in their little boat coming past. See that? BYD Dolphin, absolutely. And you know, you can hardly notice that build your dreams there, hey? It doesn't shout at you like the earlier ones did. Now, excuse my camera stuff, it's all in the boot there. Not a huge boot at all. We'll fold the seats back in a little while and see what we've got. This is rather nice, I like that. The moonroof's fantastic. Look at that roof. That's huge. Back seats, excellent. These are actually very good seats. Good leg room. And I can actually put my feet under the seat there. How rare is it in electric vehicles to be able to do that? Got any vents back here? We don't. Okay, that's a bit of a failing. We do have these, looks like a Dolphin flipper. And the base model can only charge 60 kilowatts. This one can do 80 kilowatts. You know, BYD's learned a lot. If you look at the styling of their cars, it just looks elegant. And part of the reason is they've started doing what the Koreans do. Just as Hyundai employed Albert Biermann to come and help design cars, these guys got Wolfgang Egger, who designed the Alfa Romeo 8C Competizione, cars like that, and Audis. So they've got some European design influences happening. And it kind of, I can see a little Audi A1 hatchback in there, can't you? So it's pretty good. Isn't that elegant? Nice looking car, hey? And yeah, a whole lot of nothing down there. Eco, sport, normal. It's fast. Everything works well. We've got 360 degree. You can even see the river. How's my consumption going? Not too bad. I think you're doing a great job.
Could you repeat that?
Sure. Can you call Stuart Greaves?
Please connect your phone and try again.
Excellent. And you respond quickly. This is so much better than the MG. Ah. I'll just go back a bit further. Away he goes. Steering lock is not brilliant. Honestly, so easy to drive. Such a nice car. Noise suppression on that road there, that's fantastic. Really well insulated from the road. Oh, we're going to get some rain. Just in terms of... See, heaps of wheel spin there. It's walking all over the place. Kind of fun though. Okay, front wheel drive hot hatch, here we go. Is it a hot hatch? Let's find out. Load it up. Oh yeah, a little bit of movement. A little bit of stability control there. Not much torque steer. Yeah, good grip, really good. It's sort of leaning on the front corner. I did feel a bit of the stability control working back there. Just keep the speeds very sensible to the limit. Here we are, slow corner, coming a bit too fast. Oh, a little bounce there. Yeah, safe as houses, this car. The ESC, the stability control's cutting in so passively you're almost unaware it's doing it, but it is doing it. Coming here too fast, get some understeer. You can hear the tyre screeching a little bit. Oh geez, Ling Long, live long time, very good. Didn't expect that, honestly. Up we go, give it some stick. Yeah, there's torque steer there. If you use the power, it tends to walk over the road because it's got as much power as the front wheels can handle, and then a bit more. Yep, I know. It's not as pointy and involving as the MG4 or a hot hatch or like an i30N or something like that. You wouldn't expect it to be. But it is actually much better than I'd been led to believe. To be sporty, it needs stiffer springs, front, but more importantly at the rear. The rear seems to be really soft. So here we go. Coming to this corner, too fast. It's warning me I'm going too fast. That's beautiful. You've got to set it up for the corners. You can't just change direction willy-nilly. You've got to load it up and lean on the tyres and let it sit and settle. So the sudden change to get around, there was a tree branch there I had to avoid. It wasn't happy with that. Let's do our 0 to 100. Ready? Oh, very lazy. Wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Yeah, like the MG, it's programmed to take off gently. It doesn't belch you. It's not a car you're going to buy for the horsepower, but that felt like it could have been 7 seconds. It was struggling for grip though. We've still got 370 k's range at 75% battery, so despite a little bit of press on stuff, it's not sucking the juice out. What's not to like? The styling is pleasant. The quality is undoubted. Who'd have thought? 5 years ago you would not have heard me saying that about a Chinese-made car. It's getting a little bit of rain on the road now. Just a little bit damp. Oh, Mark, you should be here. So special thank you to Fiona, who's very energy aware. She's very sharp, and she'll come for a ride with me now and tell me what she likes about the car. Look, there are two models. There's the Dynamic and the Premium. I wouldn't even consider the Dynamic. It's got a measly 70 kilowatts, 180 newton meters of torque, does 0 to 112.3 seconds, range of 340 k's, and a small 45 kilowatt hour battery, which is the same size battery I'm putting in my electric Porsche, by the way. This one, with a 60.5 kilowatt hour battery, 435 k's range, and 46 grand. So for a 6 grand premium, no brainer. Don't even think about the base one. Soon there's coming a performance version, which will be interesting, all-wheel drive. Look forward to seeing that. But two misgivings only with this car. The front-wheel drive is the first. It'd be so nice if it was rear. The second thing I wasn't mad about is the steering feel. It's just a little rubbery on turn-in, and that immediate change of direction to avoid an obstacle or a pothole, it's a little lazy on doing that. So stiffer springs, stiffer dampers, it'd actually be a sporty car. Ergonomics, fantastic. The wheel feels great. I really like it. For the money, it's great. So accelerating up to join the freeway, 110. Torque steer. Perfect. Out we go. Love these controls here. They've got a really firm feel to them. Drive mode selector. Amount of regen, standard regen, high regen. Hi BYD. Are you having a nice day?
Sorry, try me again?
I like your colloquial expression.
Could you put it another way?
Can you navigate to Fiona's place?
Your home address.
Yes.
Guidance will start now. Proceed on Pacific HWY.
You know, I love the fact that you use the voice command in a results-focused way. Hi BYD. Can you make it just a little bit warmer?
All right, the temperature is going up by 0 degrees.
Hi BYD. That's a little bit too warm.
All right, the temperature is going down by 1 degrees.
Now that is smart. Can you half open my driver's window, please? Now, that is good. Close the driver's window. Cancel navigation, please.
Deactivating route guidance.
Thank you. So that's in normal mode, and it's not nearly as sporty as it should be. So now we'll go back to change it up to sport mode, eco, sport. Yeah, you do not want to drive it in normal mode, but they're not adaptive dampers, so yeah, just the throttle response wasn't there. But normally I spend a few days getting used to a car, and considering I've just jumped in and I'm negotiating all the myriad of buttons and things here, I've adapted fairly quickly. The font's a little bit small there. If you're thinking about buying an EQA Mercedes and you think, oh, I don't want a Chinese car because of the build quality, well, guess what? Most of your Mercedes are made in China these days anyway, and honestly, you couldn't pick it. I like the quirky styling that's not too out there. It's just functional. Your phone's not going to fly out of your holders. There's one there, there's another phone holder here, this is the Q charger. You've got pockets and bins everywhere. But in terms of performance cars, yeah, if you want to really give it a good bladder on a Sunday morning, the MG4 is still the pick. What I will say about the lane keep assist is that it's better than in the MG, whereas this one, if we fade over the line here, it just gently corrects, then the other way. Oh, and it ran out the other way. Okay. So it was good this way, but over the right-hand side, it was happy to let me run off the right-hand side. So, not perfect. Now, how's that torque steer? Front-wheel drive, cruising along, slow speed, no one coming. Floor it. Wheel spin. Quite a lot of wheel spin. Did you see how it lurched back? So it actually took the weight off the front wheels quite a bit there, lightened the load. Now, a lot of Chinese tyres that you buy at your local tyre guy, the ones you're tempted because they're so cheap, no. These are actually quite good tyres. So I've never heard of Linglong before, but they're actually doing a good job. So BYD makes most of the world's phone batteries. They are that big. They are the world's second largest battery manufacturer. Now, they've got two arms. They started as a battery company with nickel cadmium, and then lithium ion, and then lithium manganese cobalt oxide, and then lithium. The latest blade batteries is of course lithium iron phosphate batteries, so there's no cobalt, and they're really good batteries. They're safe, they're very puncture resistant. You're much safer in a modern electric vehicle than you are in a petrol or diesel car in terms of fire. Skateboards, e-scooters, e-bikes, dangerous. And early hybrid cars, yes, also high risk of fire, but modern EVs, no. So all the bullshit you're seeing these days about, oh, I'm not going to park an electric car in my house because it'll burn down, is utter garbage. Anyway, BYD make batteries, and they are now the largest battery vehicle manufacturer in the world if you include plug-in hybrids as well.
I got the best 48 volts lithium battery manufacturer. Want to drive there?
No, thank you. I didn't realize you were listening to me.
Say that again?
No, thank you.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
Can you stop listening to me for a while I talk about you? Because I don't want you to respond.
Could you put it another way?
I can't really.
I don't understand what you mean.
Look, this section of Pennant Hills Road is incredibly bad and rough on cars. And particularly this little bit here. And this car is just gliding over it. The ride quality is fantastic. You could make it look like it was part of the car. Just some vinyl with nice rounded edges. You'd never see it. Would you mind?
Sure.
So can I firstly say thank you so much for lending me the car. Very trusting. Gave a car to a stranger, especially a lunatic stranger.
Yeah, as I said, it's one of those things. I think the more reviews out there, the better we'll get take-up of electric cars.
So why did you buy an electric car? What do you like about them? What's your...
I like that they're not petrol. It's probably the biggest thing for me.
What's wrong with petrol?
The environmental factor on that front, it's a resource that is only contributing to global warming. It is going to run out at some point, and I want to use something that's renewable. It is very practical.
So what's your job?
I'm a researcher.
So when it came time to buy this car, did you do a lot of research?
I did a lot of research. I also had a lot of time because they took so long to launch the electric cars. It took, I think, about 12 months. A lot of time to do research and work out exactly what I wanted in a car, what were nice to haves and what were essential.
And what would be the top of the list of your essentials?
Top of the list would be the LFP battery. Second would be the safety.
5-star?
5-star rating. And also all the bits and pieces from the electronic safety.
The lane keep assist and the cross traffic alert and all that stuff.
And then the 360 camera.
Oh yeah. There we go. You found it. And
Yep.
you can go like this. And we can change the view to anything we like for parking. And see how fast that is? That's super fast, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Making it look out the back. Alright, so is there anything else?
Yeah, comfort. And then just generally, is it easy to drive?
And it's very easy to drive. Just going to turn that fan down a little bit.
Yeah.
Touchscreen works really, everything. This is so fast. And your BYD friend, the nice lady I was talking to, does she have a name? The high BYD lady.
No, I haven't given her one
Sorry,
yet.
try me again?
Exit. She understands me. The MG understood nothing that I said. This one is really good, and she understands colloquial language as well.
Yeah, and very helpful while you're working out the menus. Did you want to go back to the range anxiety question?
Yeah, so yeah, following up on that, range anxiety.
Not really. This car, we've bought it mostly to do suburban driving. So we've got a power point in the garage. I can put it on to charge overnight. We drive around the suburbs. It's got 435 k's of range apparently. But I'm unlikely to do more than 100 or 200 k's in a day. And that'd be a really big driving day for me.
And you plugged it in overnight? And I see you've got it on timer, so it automatically charges in the off-peak times after midnight. So what would it be the next morning when you come out?
Probably 10 to 15% overnight in that 6-hour gap.
Okay. So it doesn't add it very fast from a normal power point?
No, but that's not unexpected.
I put 40 psi on your tyres. They were 36, as you said. I don't know if you'll feel any difference, but it's a reasonably heavy car and it can easily tolerate that. They're rated to 50 psi anyway, so I'm sure you'll find it won't. If anything, it'll give you slightly better economy. But the ride comfort is really good. Music. Let's do some split screen. Oh, I can't do it there. Go back. Split screen. Have some navigation on the left as the rain comes down. And you can have your Spotify on the right.
Yep.
Talking to your phone. Play some music. I love the physical controls here as well.
Yeah. I love that there's multiple ways to access everything.
Yeah. Hey BYD. Volume off.
Easy.
She's nice. I find I don't really like petrol anymore because the money's flying overseas. You know, the money goes out of the community.
It does.
Can you get solar on your house? Would that help? Too many trees?
Unfortunately, my house is well shaded, so solar's marginal.
Yeah.
It's something we'll probably look at. I think in terms of electricity, the first thing we'll do is actually put in either a 16 amp or a 32 amp plug just to get a faster charge.
Okay. Yep.
Particularly at that point where we get a second electric car.
Yep.
Because we still have a second car that's petrol, if range is an issue, we can just take that car. It's not our preferred car now. I don't think we've taken that out of the garage in 2 weeks
Oh, really?
of owning this.
Look, a wall box is only cost $1,000 or something like that, is it?
Yeah.
And then that'll triple or quadruple the charge rate.
Yep.
Today's a big electric day for me because this morning I picked up my very own first electric car.
Oh, wow.
I got my crashed MG4 SEV that's going to be the donor car for the electric Porsche project.
That'll be some fun.
Mate, you know, with big projects, you don't really realise the scope of it till there's a point of realisation followed by what's known as the pit of despair, where you just go, oh my God, I had no idea this was as big as it is. And all the people that go, I told you so.
So, donor battery, how much weight will that add to the Porsche?
A lot less than the V8 coming out of it. In fact, I'm expecting the electric Porsche will weigh 150 kilos less than the petrol version that preceded it, which is a big surprise to many people. They don't expect that of an EV.
It's interesting because they always talk about how heavy EVs are.
A lot of it hinges on the size of the battery. I'm only doing 45 kilowatt hours.
Okay.
This car is 60.5 kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
Tesla motors are very efficient, but nonetheless I won't have 400 k's range like you've got. It'll be a 300k range car at best. If you're interested in the story of the electric Porsche, tune into the channel. No lumbar support in the seats, but I've got electric seats. The MG didn't have that.
You've also got heated seats.
Yeah.
So on those cold days,
My favourite's cooled seats, so in summer when you come out, I mean, you've got the app, so you can get on the app and go, oh, I'll be back in the car in 10 minutes. I'll just turn on the aircon so it's nice when I get... So you went for the very nice ski white with black two-tone. They're all two-tones. I'm not really a fan of the pink and grey one. You've seen that one? Or the sand and brown one?
yeah, I'm not sure about those
Or
myself.
the purple? But they're the base model colours. You've got the premium. You've got the surf blue. That was a nice colour scheme. Or this one,
That
I
would have
think.
been my second choice, the
Yeah.
surf blue.
Android Auto and Apple CarPlay work well?
Android Auto, absolutely. We're not an Apple house. One of the other reasons that I wanted to go the BYD over the MG4 was blade battery and the heat pump
Yeah.
in combination.
Yeah. The fact that most of the MGs have got the nickel, cobalt, magnesium oxide formulation, and you've got lithium iron phosphate batteries,
That's right.
which you can charge 100%.
I think it's just the ease of not having to think about extra things in terms of the battery. And, you know, am I charging to 80%? Am I charging to 100%? It just doesn't matter.
Have we got adjustable region?
Yes, we do. It's
Is
low
that-
and high.
That's just these two settings there. Is that down
Yep.
on the corner of the screen?
Yep.
And there's not a lot of difference between them.
No. And even the high isn't particularly regenerative. in
It's
your
not. It's
face.
not one pedal driving like a Tesla.
No. And it's not built that way either.
But the Dolphin does a lot of things better than the MG4. And that's saying something, as the MG4 was pretty good. The interior, I feel, is much more classy. It feels like an up-spec European car. Seriously, you Mercedes A-Class buyers, get over the badge and go and sit in one of these. And especially all the tech stuff. Screens that work, they're fast. And finally, I found a voice command system that's actually useful.
You are over the speed limit.
Not much, 2 k's an hour. Come on, Shirl, cut me some slack here, babe. You might think the styling a bit bland compared to the angular MG, but I quite liked it. Mind you, I did see a red MG4 the other day and it was much classier than the orange. What else didn't I like? When you accelerate from a standing start, the soft suspension unloads the front and you get wheel spin. In the wet, that's going to be a challenge, with 310 Newton metres of torque through the front wheels. This thing does go, but it's not a hot hatch. Warranty and servicing, something I know nothing about. I see they will be serviced by the My Car network, which used to be known as Kmart Tyre and Auto, and they did not always get glowing reviews, whereas MG has a large dealer network. So there you go, that's the BYD Dolphin Premium. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh hey, you made it right through to the end of the video. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please share it with your motoring friends, and above all, click the little subscribe thing down here so you can see the latest videos when we bring them out, hopefully each week. I look forward to seeing you soon.